hearing today is the Future of Turkish Democracy. Without objection, all members will have 5 legislative days to submit additional questions or extraneous material for the record. So ordered. Just over 1 year ago, I gavelled this subcommittee for a hearing that focused on the protests that were then going on in Turkey. At the close of the hearing, I stated my hope that Turkey would use the episode of turmoil that they were going through as a vehicle to move closer rather than further away from democratic government. Today's hearing seeks to address if my hope for democratic progress back then was well placed. Turkey is a strategically located American partner and a valued NATO ally. That is not hollow rhetoric. The fact is being demonstrated right now that Turkey is so important to us. And with the creation of the Southern Gas Corridor, Turkey is poised to become a key energy transit country for the European Union. Turkey has also taken in a huge number of civilian refugees from Syria, most likely over 1 million men, women, and children. Those of us who remember history find it heartening to see Turkey, which had been in a killing match with different parts of the Kurdish community, is now a very positive force in the Iraqi Kurdish government and reaching out to its own Kurdish population to find areas of cooperation. Yet the relationship between the Turkish people and the American people is built not on geostrategic calculations, but on shared democratic values. I want to make it very clear that our discussion here today, our comments, and even our criticisms of the Turkish government, both former and current, are not aimed at the citizens of Turkey or are being done with great respect to the Turkish people themselves and, yes, the Turkish government. The people of the United States and the people of Turkey are friends, and nothing we say today, even though there'll be some criticism registered, will alter that fact. During the Prime Minister Erdogan's more than 10 years in office, he has led Turkey to tremendous economic growth, averaging more than 5% a year. Unfortunately, political freedom in Turkey cannot be measured by the country's level of economic prosperity. The Prime Minister has been, at times, intolerant of legitimate political opposition. The AK party has increasingly gone down a dangerous path, and when faced with tough opposition, instead of negotiation and compromise, the ruling party has often been intransigent and vengeful. Certain social media websites have been blocked, journalists jailed or fired, and the justice system politicized. Let me note that in May of this year, Freedom House downgraded Turkey's press freedom ranking to not free. Those of us who count ourselves as friends of Turkey, and let me restate that, I consider myself a friend of Turkey, cannot help but be alarmed by such reports. No matter what political party or leader comes to power in Turkey, liberal democracy is not possible if key civil society institutions, such as freedom of the press, do not function. The United States wants Turkey to be a stable ally on the edge of the Middle East. And as the Middle East goes into such turmoil, it is even more important that we have a stable Turkey. But we don't want stability at the price of democracy. Our shared national interests stem from our shared democratic values. That is and must continue to be the bedrock of the relationship between Turkey and the United States. I would like to hear from our expert witnesses today their views on the state of democracy in Turkey and how the leadership of this Prime Minister has affected the freedom of expression, the media, the minority religious groups, and the economy. And lastly, how can this Congress help to ensure that Turkey is on the pathway of expanding democratic rights for all its citizens and yet remains a valued strategic partner of the United States. I would like to thank all of our members here and recognizing that we are blessed by having the chairman of the full committee showing a specific interest in this hearing, and he is with us today. And I would ask if Chairman Royce of the full Committee on Foreign Affairs has an opening statement that he'd like to make.